Yes, good evening. We are live. This is Focal Point with Williams Charles. This afternoon, I'll be having with me online um, Honorable Jafar Mohammed Loko. Honorable Jafar, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you very loud and clear.
We are live. We are live on the internet. Let me just do a brief introduction of you to our viewers. Um, Honorable Jafar Mohammed Loko is from Nasarawa State. Is presently the elected speaker of the Youth Assembly of Nigeria, that is Nasarawa State branch. He is also the coordinator of the Buhari New Media Center for Nasarawa State. Honorable Jafar Mohammed is also the um, chairman of the North Central APC Social Media Forum. Honorable Jafar, it's nice to have you here this evening. Now, Honorable Jafar, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you very loud and clear.
I have just a few questions for you before our next guest will come online. You are the speaker of the Youth Assembly of Nigeria, National State Branch.
Yes.
If you check the trend in governance worldwide now, you will discover that youth are becoming increasingly interested in governance. Now, take a case study of Uganda, where we have the Bobby Wine man. Now, looking at Nigeria, how does your group, the Youth Assembly of Nigeria, intend to champion the youth for presidency or youth for governance come 2023?
Uh, I want to start by thanking you for giving me this opportunity to feature in this very widespread and important program. As you rightly mentioned and introduced, I remain my humble self, Comrade Honorable Jafar Muhammad Loko from Nasarawa State, and I have been championing the cause of youth emancipation and empowerment all through. So, in regards to the question you've just posed, Youth Assembly of Nigeria is seen as a leadership training ground where we intend to train the young ones and the younger generation on the issue of leadership. We also encourage our contemporaries to actively participate in politics and inclusiveness in governance. We ensure that whatever youth can do and whatever belongs to the youth should be given to the youth. The issue of leadership worldwide, now you are talking about the political leadership, the political offices. If you can
Yeah.
see what is happening in Uganda today, you will understand that youth worldwide have risen up to the occasion. We are no longer accepting the leaders of tomorrow. We believe that our tomorrow have started today.
Yeah.
Yes, our tomorrow have started today, and we cannot be shortchanged for anything. We have the required population that we can make difference. We have the required population that if we want to be, we can be easily. Most of the elders who are becoming what and when are using youth, are using our population, are using our talent, and using all our God gifts, given gifts to be where they are now. So thank God at this moment in time, because of what is happening globally now, the youth begins to realize that it is high time for them to make sure that they make differences in the leadership of their country. You could remember that it is not possible to just be given power, but you are expected to collect power. Whenever you sit down, you expect power to be given to you, then you are wasting your time. So what is required now is for you to struggle and strive to ensure that where you should belong to, you should belong to. And that is what the youth worldwide are doing now. A typical example of what is happening in Uganda today. You remember the Bobby Wine is just
Yes.
35 years now. And before now, he was a member of a parliament, he was a singer, and now later now become a presidential aspirant, where he's giving Yoweri Museveni a tough time, a sleepless night. Remember, this Yoweri Museveni has been in power for 35 years now. But this child of 35 years that he even started his power now is now giving him a sleepless night. This simply happens because youth of Uganda have become united. They agreed that it is high time for them to raise up and rescue their country from the decay and then the state of comatose. And that is why you see the differences is happening in Uganda today. And it has reflected in so many places in Nigeria. It's reflected in so many places in Nigeria. A typical example is the Kogi State, where the governor of Kogi State, His Excellency Yahya Bello, became the governor of Kogi State for the first time since 1984. At the age of 40. At the age of 40.
Is the youngest governor at the moment?
That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. He became the governor of a state like Kogi at the age of 40. So this will tell you that Nigerian youth now have started rising up, and they want to make a difference the way the other youth in other countries are making. And that is why you find that there are organizations and youth groups where we have been harmonizing and coming together to ensure that our dream has become true.
Honorable Loko, you are from Nasarawa State.
Yes.
You have been in politics. At least we have met at different. We were both at the Buhari Media Center, at the Presidential Campaign Council, at the national level. Now we know how it plays out at that level. Yes. Youths are not given the chance, the opportunity. Now, but if I may ask you, what is the percentage of youth in active politics in Nigeria today? Don't you think the percentage of youth in active politics is nothing to write home about? And what is your group doing to encourage youth to register as card-carrying members of APC? What are you guys doing about it?
As I mentioned earlier, that Youth Assembly of Nigeria is one of the youth groups that encourage active participation of youth in politics. And that has been part and parcel of us. It is not today that we started, we've been doing it. Even the little percentage you see are joining politics are becoming very active in politics today. It may be as a result of our effort nationwide. So we'll continue to do that and we'll keep that, because it is only when we participate that we can join and we can make a difference.
Now, Honorable Loko, you are from the North Central.
Yes.
The North Central is like the belt that is tying the country together, the North, the Upper North and the South. This particular geopolitical zone has been so marginalized that not even the vice president from democratic times, what will your group now, the group, the North Central APC Social Media Forum, what role are they going to play ahead of 2023 presidency to make sure that somebody from North Central emerges as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria?
Mr. Charles, I will take you back to the memory lane. North Central, I always see North Central from 2015 to date. I look at North Central as the political laboratory of Nigeria. I remember that President Muhammadu Buhari, who today emerged as the president of Nigeria in 2015, he does that with the massive support he got from the North Central. I could remember when he was in CPC, he only produced one governor in CPC from the North Central. That is the governor of Nasarawa State, which is Governor Umaru Tanko Almakura. And it was that opportunity, it is what gave him opportunity to even be part of the merger, which later now resonated to his victory as the president of Nigeria. If you could remember, the last North Central gotten a president, it was during Yakubu Gowon. We were not even given the opportunity to even present a vice president, but we always make difference in the politics of Nigeria. We become a tie. And as for me, and many of my contemporaries that we have the same view, it is now high time for the North Central to come together and produce a president of Nigeria. Locally enough that today from the North Central we have somebody who is very bold, who is ready, who is consistent, and who came out to even show his interest to become the president of Nigeria. And it is not an old person, but a young person like us. So for me, we have seen an opportunity where we should go and channel all our energy and talent to ensure that his dream has become true, and the North Central in 2023 will produce a president of Nigeria, which will be the most youngest in the history since the return.
Who is that person now? Who is that person now?
Sir?
Who is that person now? Who is that person you're talking about?
The governor of Kogi State, His Excellency Alhaji Yahaya Bello, on the platform of APC and the group I'm leading now as the chairman of the APC North Central Social Media Forum. We are having our executive meeting, where before then I have made some touches with some of my coordinators from the 6 states, including the FCT, that it is high time for us to go and sit down with the Yahaya Bello to listen to his manifesto and ideology, to hear what prompted him and what gave him the reason to think of it is high time for the North Central to present a president, and they give him the impetus to ensure, give him the impetus that he should contest for the presidency. Very soon, we are looking for way forward to see him, and we'll sit down with him and discuss with him. By God's grace, after we've been convinced with his reason, I am not doubting you that we are going to endorse him to contest for the seat of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you, Honorable Loco. It's always a pleasure listening to you. You know, it's always a firebrand, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you very, very soon. Thank you for coming, and we hope that when next we call on you, you will oblige us with your presence.
By God's grace, by God's grace. And before exiting, I also want to elaborate a bit about the North Central APC Social Media Forum. It is a forum that created to promote the ideals and ideology of APC. It is a forum established to ensure that we showcase all that has been done by APC administration and the manifesto which the APC came into power on. There are uprising, there are criticism, there are condemnation. But what we always say people is that let us look where we came from and let us think of where we are today. Do we make any difference? You remember when Muhammadu Buhari became the president of Nigeria, it was a time that almost 27 states could not pay salary. It was at the same time that we were faced with different adversities. Remember the issue of the vandalization of oil palm in the Niger Delta, the Boko Haram at the height of its terrorism. We look at the issue of the worst one, which is the coronavirus and the downsize of the price of oil in the world market. All these, the APC government and under the leadership of Muhammadu Buhari were able to fix most of these things together to ensure that Nigeria survive, and we give priority to the welfare of the Nigerians. The administration of Muhammadu Buhari has introduced different intervention where it will subside the living condition of Nigerians. So it is on this note that some people were misinformed, and we feel that it is a high time for us to inform them. Let's inform the public, let's sensitize the public, let's make sure that the public knows what APC is all about and the reason why the APC should be allowed to continue beyond 2023. And that is the reason for the formation of the North Central APC Forum.
All right, thank you, Honorable Loco. Like I said, looking forward to seeing you. We'll be inviting you. Very soon we'll be inviting you and some of our colleagues from around the countries, River State, Enugu State, will be coming on this program to chat the way forward. Thank you.
We are one family, and we are ready to make a difference. We are one family.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you, my brother. Thank you.